Hey everybody, welcome back to Cineflex. My name is Manny.
One.
And today we're going to be reviewing DC's Extended Universe's new movie, Shazam. So Shazam is about Billy Batson, character played by Asher Angel, discovers his old wizard, or wizard discovers him. Wizard's dying. He needs to pass on his power to somebody who's worthy, pure of heart, in order to save the world from the 7 deadly sins. And he chooses Billy Batson. And now we have our Shazam movie.
Yeah.
Now, we'll keep it in mind that every time Billy says Shazam, becomes this older character played by Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
Alright. So right off the bat, in saying that, I thought that Zachary Levi did a good job in pretty much giving us a sense that he's still a kid when Billy turns into him, Shazam, because Zachary Levi is still a kid at heart. I mean, not at heart, but Billy is still in there as the kid.
Yeah.
He just
looks older.
He looks older, exactly. But Zachary Levi did a good job at portraying a 13-year-old. Especially when he's trying to learn all his superpowers, along with the help of Freddie Freeman, played by Jack Grazer. With the chemistry between them I thought was good. They're both foster kids, so they kind of don't like any of the friends from school, or they're kind of outsiders. But they found a connection between them two, and I thought that the character Freddie did a good job in helping him figure out all the superhuman abilities, and it's super fun watching them trying to figure it out. And so because they're kids, they pretty much do anything you would expect a 13-year-old boy to do if they had those superhuman abilities. I mean, they have super strength, they can fly, bullet immunity. What else am I missing?
They're fast.
I said fast.
Yeah. Oh, you said that?
I said that. So pretty much, and you're an adult. So anything you wanted to do as a 13-year-old kid, you can pretty much do now because you're an adult and you have superhuman powers. And I thought they did well. They did a good job in showing that. That was a lot of fun. So even though there is a lot of lightheart in the movie, there's comedy. That aspect, they kept it true by keeping that aspect in there. And saying that it's lighthearted, compared to the other DC movies, especially with Batman, Man of Steel, well, not Batman, I mean Batman vs Superman. Those movies are a lot more darker, like anybody else says. This one's definitely more geared towards family friendly. You do get some curse words and you do get some adult jokes in there, but it's more geared towards family friendly because of the jokes that they say, and there's jokes throughout the whole movie. It's definitely laughs. It's not as serious as any other DC movie, I'd say.
Yeah, it's very lighthearted. Even compared to like Aquaman.
Yeah, definitely. Aquaman, yeah. There was hardly any laughs in Aquaman now that you mentioned it. The villain played by Mark Strong. Villain Dr. Savannah. We do get a little backstory from him. All in all, I don't think the villain was the overall center stage of the movie. He's definitely there. He's definitely a threat to Shazam, but it's
just black and white.
Yeah,
like, it's just a villain.
Yeah, it's just a villain. Yeah, so the main focus is just Shazam, and it's pretty much he's got some internal struggles that he's overcoming with, and now he has this burden on his shoulder of being a superhero, and with the help of his foster family, he's able to find himself and
grow into it, I guess.
Yes, exactly. So there's a lot of stuff that I liked about this movie. There's hardly anything I didn't really dislike. Is there anything that you disliked in the movie?
Disliked? It's not really a dislike, but I guess at some points it felt a little too lighthearted for me. Okay. I guess, but it's not really a dislike. I mean, it wasn't a bad thing. It's more like kind of nitpicking. Like here and there, I was kind of like, that's a little too.
Yeah, it has some. You feel like at some points it should take itself a little bit more serious because it is a powerful superhero, so it should take itself a little bit more serious.
But something that I really dislike, I don't think. I mean, maybe the villain.
Yeah,
but once again, it's kind of like I didn't mind it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very.
So there's very little that I could say I disliked. I enjoyed it overall. It's a very fun movie.
But definitely one of the better newer DC movies, and I think if it keeps, I mean, they did well with Wonder Woman, Aquaman. I thought it was okay. This one was really good, and I think it shows a promising future for DC. And if you've had your doubts about DC movies before, go ahead and watch Shazam. I think your mind will be changed, and there'll be some hope for the DC movies.
They made good changes.
Yeah,
from
definitely.
What it seemed like they were going for.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think they're not gearing towards having like Justice League, everybody connected in one way. Now they're focusing on each movie as its own individual, which I think is what they should have done in the beginning, but now that they're doing it, it's a good gear. It's a good focus.
One thing, there actually is one thing I could say I didn't like, which was that his connection with his foster family.
Oh, that's right.
I felt like they could have developed that a little more, because it just kind of goes from him being very a loner to him being like, oh, I'm part of this family. Like there wasn't, other than him and the Freddy, other than those two, there's no development with anybody else. So I would have liked more of that, so that you could be more emotionally invested.
Yeah, I see what you mean. So,
but other than that, I mean,
again, I goes towards you saying that if sometimes it was a little bit too lighthearted and didn't take itself serious at some points, you wish it took itself seriously in points like that with the family.
Yeah, it would have. To me, it would have added that emotional aspect to the movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
That would have made it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially because it was a big part of it in a way, of the movie.
Yeah, it's definitely a big part of his character, and I can see how the movie being improved by that. Although it didn't bother me that much that wasn't in there. But again, as for our first installment for Shazam, character we haven't seen before on screen. Overall, great movie. Definitely worth the watch. Definitely would watch it again. So definitely don't miss your chance to watch your Shazam on the big screen. If you've seen Shazam, let us know what you thought about it below. If you liked it, if you think it's one of the better DC movies, what's your top DC movies from the extended universe today? How does this movie rank in your overall rankings of DC movies, aside from the Dark Knight trilogy?
Yeah.
See you guys.